Hello and welcome to Big City Fishing. I'm your host Amanda. Today I'm fishing with Captain Mark from bassonline.com and we're in the Everglades hunting for guys like these. Wow! Woohoo! Gorgeous, eh? Wow! Oh my goodness. She is huge. What a beautiful fish.
Big City Fishing is brought to you today by Jack Link's Beef Jerky, feed your wild side. And by Fisher Girl, catch the passion. In today's show, Amanda and Bass Online's Captain Mark take a short trip from Fort Lauderdale to fish in the world-famous Florida Everglades. They'll be trying their luck hoping to catch North America's favorite freshwater game fish, the largemouth bass. The Florida Everglades are the perfect habitat for largemouth bass, and some true monsters lurk in its waters. The Everglades is considered a subtropical wetland. This 2 million acre wetland is made up of 9 diverse ecosystems, including cypress swamps, wet prairies, and mangroves. Everglades National Park protects 25% of the original Everglades. It's been declared an International Biosphere Reserve, a World Heritage Site, and a wetland of international importance. Besides fishing, there are many other activities to enjoy in the Everglades. With 4 visitor centers, one can get information on camping or hiking, take an airboat tour, and spot some of the Everglades' many alligators. Also on today's show, Henry Waschuk shows you how his Fishin' Guy app can help you plan a successful fishing trip.
Look at the size of
Stay
it.
tuned. Big City Fishing returns with some Florida Everglades largemouth bass.
Yeah, good size.
A little bit bigger than mine.
In today's show, Amanda and Bass Online's Captain Mark are fishing in the wilds of the Florida Everglades. Even though it seems like civilization is far off when in the Everglades, the reality is that it's a short drive from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fort Lauderdale is renowned for its sandy white beaches and is one of America's favorite tourist destinations, with over 10 million tourists visiting each year. With its miles of beaches, fabulous hotels, and restaurants, Fort Lauderdale is the perfect vacation destination for the whole family. The state of Florida has over 3 million acres of lakes, ponds, and reservoirs.
Your rod tip down, pop it with it down. Yeah, real slow, slower than that. Just give it 2 twitches with your wrist. Toot, toot, and let it sit. And 2 twitches. There you go. Oops, sorry, there he is.
Holy moly!
That's a good one too, all right.
No!
Go around that way, go that way. There you go, you got it. He's in the grass.
That's a real challenge when you got the boat because you don't want him to go to the other side. That woke me up.
He's down in the grass clump, here he comes.
What am I gonna do now?
Just kind of pull him up, he's in the grass clump. He's all tangled up now. Yeah, we lost him. He came off, he got down in that grass clump. So what happened with that fish, there's a lot of hydrilla all through the bottom here. And a lot of times you get a big fish on like that, he'll dive down and he'll get down in the hydrilla, and then when they're powerful enough, they'll just rip right off the hook, which happened there, which was a nice one.
And then he hooked me up with a big chunk of grass.
That's right. That's Florida fishing.
Ah, it's good. It's a good sign they're in here.
Oh, yeah.
First cast.
The state of Florida has over 10,550 miles of rivers, streams, and canals.
They really come hard at them.
Oh yeah. There's the spot right there.
Oh, did you see that?
All right. Cast out right where I got bit. You should get one out
Do you
there.
want me to grab the net?
There's 2 of them with them. Oh, there's another one with it.
Do you want me to cast it?
Yeah, cast out. They're fine. I'll just get him by hand. There's another one trying to eat it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He
What
tried
the-
to eat the lure. Let's see if he'll come back. There he
Whoa!
is. Got him. All right.
Double header. Woohoo!
Nice.
These
Good
guys
one.
put on one heck
No, you
of a
got it.
fight. Let me
You
tell
got a good one there.
Woo! Maybe this is the one that was going for yours. Look at the size of this mouth on it.
Want me to grab him for you?
Sure.
Just gotta watch the hooks. All right.
Nice.
There you
Mine's
go.
bigger than yours.
I know.
Yeah, good size.
A little bit bigger than mine. That happens sometimes.
I'm glad I threw my lure back.
That's exactly.
Seems like there's a healthy population of them here.
Oh, there's a lot of fish in these canals. This is, Everglades has great fishing. I mean, there's 150,000 acres of this water, fishable water out here with 40 plus launch ramps all over that the state has provided for everybody, which is nice.
Oh, that's
And it makes a lot of great fishing.
Yeah.
Here's your fish.
Thank you. Let's get it back in the water.
Oh, there you go.
All right, let's get
Good
back
job.
at it. Yeah, that was a double header.
That was nice, yeah. We'll have a few more of those, hopefully.
Yeah.
The Florida state record for largemouth bass is 17.27 pounds.
Fishing across Canada, you get to see a lot of wildlife up here. I just love the sound of the loons and being in the middle of nowhere and on a nice, quiet, calm lake and seeing bald eagles fly by. It's really neat. And then when you go down to Florida and go to the Everglades, it's a totally different experience. You see egrets, turtles, snakes, and then you've got alligators just going right by your boat. And it's something else. Like, you don't expect to be casting your rod and then an alligator just come up and chase after your lure. That's a little bit of a different experience, but I recommend the Everglades experience to any fisherman out there. There's nothing like it.
Stay tuned as Big City Fishing returns with some more great largemouth action.
There he is. Yeah, good job.
To learn more and to share your Big City Fishing adventures, log on to bigcityfishing.com or find us on Facebook. The Florida Everglades was dedicated as a national park in 1947 and is considered one of the greatest biological wonders of the world. Take an airboat tour and you'll see for yourself how the wildlife and plant life in the Everglades have flourished. The Everglades have become a world-class destination for fishing. Nearly 300 species of fish inhabit the marshes and marine coastline of Everglades National Park. There are more than 50 different kinds of reptiles that call the Everglades their home. These include turtles, lizards, and snakes. Maybe the most famous resident of the park are the alligators and American crocodiles. It's also a bird watcher's paradise. Over 300 different species of birds have been spotted in the Everglades. These birds can be grouped into 3 categories: wading birds, land birds, and birds of prey. The park not only protects fish and animals, but plants as well. A huge variety of plant species flourish in the optimal growing conditions found in the Everglades. This week's fishing tip is brought to you by the Fishin' Guy app.
There's no question that Florida offers some great saltwater and freshwater fishing. And if you want big bass, Florida is your hot spot. You want a hot spot? Get the Fishin' Guy app, because it has everything there. You can go right to the spot you're at and say, hey, I can fish that lake. And if you want a fishing guide, bang, you go to the fishing guide spot, you mark it, bang, and it comes right up and you can go right to that guide, give them a call, and book your great day on the water.
We enjoy taking people fishing. We have guides that just love fishing, and now they do it for a living. We service 354 locations in the state of Florida.
Wow.
Wow, right? I mean, it's a
That's
hassle,
really
but it's
good.
great. And yeah, every guide has a wonderful boat like the one we're standing on.
Yep.
And we have the finest equipment. We have the newest style reels, rods. And hey, listen, if you're used to throwing a bait caster or you can't throw one of those bait casters, we can teach you how to do it in 5 minutes. Otherwise, you throw nice spinning reels. How'd you like your equipment?
Loved it. I
Yeah.
loved the rod I had today. Yeah.
And so, yeah, we've got it all the different style lines, the latest equipment on the market, and it's all provided in the one trip.
That's amazing. If someone wants to get in contact with you to take them out for a while, how do they do so?
Well, it's pretty easy. We're all over the web, like everybody, but if you go to bassonline.com, you'll see all the guys that we have. They're all listed. You see fishing, and you just get a hold of us there, and you can look through all the different websites that we have, and the different lakes and different species are all listed right there. And of course, our fishing reports, unlike anybody else's, there's tons of them online. You can see what the guys are fishing at all times.
The economic impact of the fisheries in Florida is estimated at $2.4 billion and creates over 19,000 jobs.
Next cast throwing up up ahead here. Oh!
Just missed them.
Oh yeah, he was chasing this frog. There he is. Yeah, good job.
Another largemouth.
Nice, got a jumper.
They like to do a little dance for you now and then.
You got it right in the middle of the bait.
Yep. Nice little guy, full
Yeah.
of fight though. All right.
There you go. Just watch those hooks.
Yeah, they're sharp. Another Everglades largemouth.
That's right. Little guy, but there's some more big ones.
Oh, they still got a lot of fight in them
Oh,
for their
yeah.
size.
They fight great. Yeah,
Yeah.
out here in Everglades, they're strong. All Florida fish are strong.
They sure are. I love fishing here. There you go.
Like in all big city fishing shows, today Captain Mike and Amanda are practicing catch and release.
Fever. There
Yeah.
he is. There he is. Oh, that's a good one too.
Woo! Another largemouth. These guys put on a terrific fight
Oh, they
every
fight good.
time. Every time. It blows me away. Hey, this
Florida
is
largemouth, they're hard to beat sometimes.
and I noticed that some of them are darker. Are these, is it because of their environment? And
Yeah, I mean, generally Florida waters are darker. It's called tannic acid. It's from the roots and just the flow of the water down through Florida. Yeah, they'll change colors, and like they'll get out in this open water here, and this one's a little lighter, but they'll change, get lighter, just to kind of camouflage to their environment. So,
so same as the smallmouth.
Exactly, yeah, like all fish. They get into heavy cover, they get darker, and get out in open water, they get lighter.
Yeah, it's a nice, healthy looking.
Yeah, they got a lot of bait down here, so they're healthy.
Yeah,
No scars or
good.
anything.
it's good.
Yeah,
Let's get him back in the water.
all right. You can get a jump out.
The largemouth bass can be found statewide in Florida. The best live bait to use is golden shiners.
Not too far. Oh, got him. There you go. Oh, that's a good one, too. Ah, it's a little guy.
It just shows how healthy the population is here.
Oh, it's great.
You can literally come for a couple hours with the family, just
Yeah.
book a local charter, come
yeah.
for 2 hours and you're having a blast.
That's the best thing about the Everglades is you can come with, you know, younger kids and they can really catch them well. I mean, sometimes it's just, you get out here some days, it's almost every cast and you just let that lure fall if you're using plastics or the topwater like we are, and they just come up and bite it and kids have a blast.
And what are some of the rules and regulations for the bass fishing around here?
They change all the time, but usually you're allowed to keep 5 fish 12 inches, but it depends on where you are in the state. Like Okeechobee's 18, here's 12, and then sometimes the canals are different with their size limits, so you really have to check
Yeah.
your regulations before
Yeah.
you go fishing.
Several types of bass can be found in Florida, including largemouth, shoal bass, spotted bass, striped bass, white bass, and peacock bass.
So fishing for freshwater fish, what sort of species are you going to see around Florida waters?
Well, you know, the main thing Florida's known for, world famous, is this Florida largemouth bass. We've got them bigger and better than anyone. But we do have 5 different species of bass that people don't realize. We even had non-natives. We have the Peacock Bass, which, you know, the state of Florida brought in for tourism, which is located down in South Florida. Fantastic species from the Amazon. We've also got all your lines of panfish, crappie, speck, depending on where you're located. We've got a Florida alligator gar, spotted gar. We got a bowfin, mudfish. Boy, you can go right up the ladder, and just a multiple tool. The pickerel, which a lot of people will recognize. Just a lot of species that live in the freshwater.
After the break, the Everglades come alive and more beautiful largemouth bass. When the Everglades National Park was dedicated in 1947, it was the first of its kind in American history. This large piece of land was protected not because of its scenic beauty, but for its unique ecosystem. The ecosystems found in the Everglades are in constant flux, ever-changing. Natural factors such as water quality, fire, and weather contribute to the changing of the ecosystems. Human activity, such as the introduction of invasive species and disturbance of the natural processes, also play a factor into the very changing ecosystem of the Everglades. 1.4 million anglers a year enjoy fishing in Florida.
That's a gar there.
Oh yeah!
You got a gar.
Woo!
Now watch out, he's got teeth and they're slimy.
I've never caught a gar before. This is cool. Check out the teeth on this little gar. Gar pike?
Gar, I don't know if they're gar pike. I just call them gar. I think they're spotted gar is what they are.
They're very different looking from the North American gar.
Yeah.
They're an interesting looking fish. How big do they get?
I've seen them up to 3 feet long swimming around. You know, this is a small one. And so, you know, I don't like to handle the 3-footers because they're way too squirmy.
And they might bite you.
And yeah, they might, if they get a hold of you, they'll tear you up pretty good.
Well, can I hold them? Do you mind?
Yeah, let's see here, give me the rod. You gotta hold them tight. There you go.
There. Oh, he is a feisty little guy.
They're strong fish.
Let's get him back in the water so he
Prehistoric, they've been here for a long time.
It feels very, like the scales are tough.
Yeah.
Feels almost like a snake, like I'm
Yeah,
holding
they're
a snake.
armor. They can live, they can breathe air a little bit. I think they have how long they actually.
The Florida state record for a Florida gar is 10 pounds caught in the Everglades. This catch is also the IGFA all-tackle record.
He's on.
He's on.
Where'd he go?
He's coming at you. Sometimes they'll run at you like a smallmouth. That's a decent one.
There we go. Don't
Watch
go
that
in the
grass
grass.
patch. There you go. Bring him around. He's diving for it.
Oh yeah, not letting him. I made that mistake my first time. So what do these guys eat? This is your Florida fall, so what would they eat this time of year?
Well, this time of year, I kind of call the Florida fall as it's kind of like a pre-spawn to me because the fall is so short that they kind of move into fall and then feed up for the spawn. So right now, I mean, we're catching them on topwater, which is kind of imitating a shad. And they're feeding on those, but they'll start feeding on crawdads and things like that to get the protein up so they get ready for their spawn.
They fatten up a little bit.
That's it.
All right, let's get them back in.
All right.
The largemouth bass is also known as the black bass.
Oh,
That's the one we're looking
monster! Yes! Look at the size.
for. Might need the net for this one.
Oh, I thought nets were for girls.
Okay, we don't need the net.
No, I'm grabbing the net.
All right.
This
big
is amazing. Is this the one that you saw?
Yeah, I think it might have been. Yeah, you ready? There you go.
Ah!
Watch that hook.
I don't care about the hook. I just want the fish to get in.
He ate it pretty good. Yeah, there you go.
Holy.
Look at the belly on her.
She is huge.
Yep.
Let's face the mouth to the camera. Show the viewers. Like, I could put 2 of my fists in
Yeah,
it.
that's a Florida strain largemouth for you.
Right here in the Everglades.
Oh yeah, this is where they are born. This is where they're from. Everybody wants them in their state because they grow big.
This is amazing. Unbelievable. Okay, let's release this one. This one's it's a typical size.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, this is a good sized fish. You know, it's probably a female. It looks like she might be developing some roe in her. So we'll release her and
get her back out
let her
there.
have some babies.
I think she's a little stunned right now.
Yeah, she'll take off in a second.
That's a beautiful fish.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
cow.
Just ease in the water.
The largemouth will generally spawn in the spring. The males will protect the eggs on the bed until they hatch.
Hammer it. Going on.
Yeah, not a giant.
Yeah, still a good size. Oh, I know. They're right down the middle.
Yeah, it seems like it. There's another good one on the top water. Ah. Oh, he followed it.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, it's a little guy. I thought it was bigger than that.
Oh, they smashed them pretty hard.
Oh yeah, they crushed top water. I think I shocked him when he hit it the second.